الحمد لله واحد الأحد الفرد الصمد الذي لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد والصلاة والسلام الأتمان الأكملان على خير خلقه أجمعين وبعد رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. We praise and thank Allah for accepting we for the inside Islam. We thank Allah for granting we the Quran as we book we will follow. We thank Allah for sending we Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam for being perfect, a messenger, we role model. We ask Allah this perfect message we bring come. Let it be a means of we going closer to Allah. Let it be a means of salvation in the hereafter. We ask Almighty Allah for grant me the ability for able as well for pass this message to other people. Respected listeners in Islam, experience teach we say mortal man and he celebrates different days than in life. Mortal man and he celebrates different days than at here. Either from an individual level, the people can celebrate birthdays, sometimes marriage anniversaries. It can be from a collective level, a community level, a national level, or they celebrate holidays them like Independence Day, or they celebrate days them like Mother's Day, or they celebrate days them maybe to say people and they show happiness, appreciation to workers who they call Labour's Day. All the days here and this day who they celebrate. Whilst we do the different celebration there, some of the most of them are celebrations the way Islam no encourage, the way Islam no promote. Now no allow let them make we forget about the most important day where they are with me. The most important day where they are ahead of way. When a Yawmul Hasra, the day of regrets. Where Allah talk about to rebirth. And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he remind me about plenty one. So as a way for benefit from the different message they from the Qur'an and the Sunnah, Khutbah today we will focus around the day of vain regret. We will discuss on this day where Allah command for let the one rebirth. Then we remind ourselves, let we see how best we don't prepare for this day. Let we see whose angle we there among the one them. Where they go regret a painful one, or we there among the one them. Where they regret it will be less one. But we go there among the one that we Almighty Allah in salvation go deeper. We ask Almighty Allah for putting in that category there. Almighty Allah describe the state of mortal man in this world. Allah create mortal man, and you know mortal man. He say, Allah ya'lamu man khalaqa wa huwa al-latiful khabir. Would that day where they make something, we don't understand what he make. Allah, because of in no way, in no mortal man. In Qur'an, in Surah Al-Insan, Surah 76, Ayah 27, Almighty Allah, they tell me, He say, Inna ha'ulai yuhibuna al-ajila. He say, surely, no doubt, no day about her. Plenty among the people that we don't disbelieve. Plenty among the people that we don't turn them back from Allah. Yuhibuna al-ajila. Then get things the way they get interest in. Then they give attention to a wall, maybe to see, then come, they meet, and then they go their left. Whilst mortal man, then they give attention sometimes to Allah. Allah, he thinks they know they give attention. And Allah, they describe it because you understand me. He say, Inna ha'ulahi yuhibuna al-ajila. Mortal man, then where they give attention, they love yuhibuna al-ajila, the likeness where they get for this world. Now what will be to say it too much? This world where they pass, this world where they meet no more, this world where they get for life. People and they show so much attention, so much interest, so much attachment, so much love for this world. But waiting at the expense of waiting. For love this world, you don't go get problem. If no more, you don't forget the bigger purpose. But وَيَذَهُونَ وَرَاءَهُمْ يَوْمًا ثَقِيلًا. Allah said the likeness where they show, the attachment where they show, the attention where they give to this world, not an expense way, very, very costly. Then they forget about a day where يَذَهُونَ وَرَاءَهُمْ يَوْمًا ثَقِيلًا. A day where Allah described for me يَوْمًا ثَقِيل. A day where get for me heavy power. We ask Allah for protect me for this category. Long no day among the people where they see next world for be a day where heavy power. Because any mortal man when next world heavy for, that mortal man they get for suffer too much. Anybody when next world heavy for, that person they get for suffer. So Almighty Allah they describe mortal man them. Generally, people and they wear their attention, then they give unto Allah, then they also try for win this world. Islam no tell we for say now forget about this world. But Islam advise we say, whilst we they think about this world, let we not forget about the most important world, when are the real world. This world will be na world. But in life, na life will be to say they pass. Na life when they last. Na life when they day for long. By the time you get all what you need for enjoy, wallahi na going to go. That age, the age where you go not feel say I don't get that. I don't build. This is not the place now of my comfort. How many years you go able for the day? So Allah say when mortal man attention, he focus on this world. وَيَذَرُونَ وَرَاءَهُمْ يَوْمًا ثَقِيلًا. Then you forget about a day we get for be heavy. A day we get for be weighty. We get for be heavy per week. We ask Allah for make that day the lay with you among the one day that day will be light per. So that day, Allah they describe when at the day of judgment, respected listeners in Islam. And that day, Allah also described the seriousness of the issue of that day. In Surah Al-Muzammil, Surah 73, Ayah 17, it said, فَكَيْفَ تَتَّقُونَ إِن كَفَرْتُمْ يَوْمَ يَجْعَلُ وِلْدَانَ شِيبًا. How una the disbelievers them? Una we turn una back on Allah. How una they continue for betraying? فَكَيْفَ تَتَّقُونَ إِن كَفَرْتُمْ. Wetin give una whose basis we una get for deny Allah? Whose basis we una get for reject, for turn una back from Allah? يَوْمًا يَجْعَلُ وِلْدَانَ شِيبًا. إِن كَفَرْتُمْ يَوْمَ يَجْعَلُ وِلْدَانَ شِيبًا. We be to say ahead of we not go able for protect ourselves from the horrors, the challenges, the difficulties, the pain them of a day. Where that day Allah say يَوْمَ يَجْعَلُ الْوِلْدَانَ شِيبًا. That day in difficulty therefore make begin in ear in the white. Imagine begin the turn olpa. The ear for the mortal man is stress to the point small bubble in ear turn white. Well, the issue where they before be serious. We don't see begin the welfare problem that is one. How they can stress, how they can frustrate, or frustration not to reach that level. The pikin go cry, go to uncle, you go outside, say they agree, go to the house. But that day, because Allah knows say some people not ready for face that day, Allah they make it very difficult for people. When you grab from your grave, angel day where they march you towards the place of gathering. Allah make that day the day of honor for you. So when we say that this day we want to remind ourselves what? This day of vain regrets. Almighty Allah tell me in Surah Maryam, a very amazing surah who say Allah talk about this day, and one of the feature about this day. If we study the Quran, we dey meet say Allah talk about plenty things there. Allah talk about the day of judgment, he give them different names them. Yawmul Qiyam, Yawmul Hasra. Allah give them other names them, we will not be able to go into. But one of the names Allah give, we very popular to we, Yawmul Akhir and Yawmul Qiyam. There were the two names that were very popular. Yawmul Akhir and Yawmul Qiyam. But Almighty Allah, of course, we get a surah when a surah to Qiyam. We say Allah starts the surah for say, La uqsimu biyawmil qiyamah, wa la uqsimu bi nafsil lawwamah. Almighty Allah, they tell we clearly for say, they do not day for they swear. Some scholars then they say that qasam day na a negation, others they say no, not a negation. Allah take oath on that day when at the day of judgment. Almighty Allah take oath on the day in seriousness. Then the second say wala uqsimu bi nafsil lawwamah. Allah take oath by that soul where they regret, that soul where they blame himself, that soul where they feel guilt, but the crimes them, the sins them, the work where you hand on puts back, when no say they work there, they don't go bring pleasure to Allah. That soul day, Almighty Allah they take oath by that soul, because that soul they better. The soul where they regret now this world, they better than the soul where they commit sin, they don't feel anything. That soul where they regret now, it better than the soul where they live life, they don't care about how waiting at the consequence. So whilst Almighty Allah tell you about Qiyam, he talk about different things about Qiyam and Akhir, Allah not tell the prophet, say warn them about the day of judgment. He take oath by the day of judgment. La uqsimu biyawmil qiyamah. But when it comes to Hashr, when one of the names of the day of judgment, Hashr, now a day of regrets. Almighty Allah, he warn, he send message. He said, وَأَنذِرْهُمْ يَوْمُ الْحَسْرَةِ He said, "O you Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, una warn the people them about the day of regrets. But this regrets can happen in two stages. Regrets can happen. We all know the nature of regret. So I don't go on for spend time for discuss that because of time. Because I want for discuss about the different regrets that we get for happen. We don't say regrets and emotion when I painful, when nobody let it gladly for face. Anytime when somebody they regrets. Now either as a result of an opportunity when you been get for grab, you don't grab, you don't neglect. And that opportunity not there again, they feel pain now say, hey, if I be no, or that's not two way enough for me do. They don't make guys. You don't do them, now they regret. Or maybe you don't blunder, you don't do them. Now we don't know say regret can happen in either of them two cases here. Something where you know for do, you do. Something where you want to do, but you careless stay now, don't pass you. Now you feel pain, an emotional state. And I want maybe to say bitter for everybody. Anytime when somebody there in the state of regret, in a painful moment, a moment of remorse, a moment of sorrow, a moment maybe to say the person in a gladdy, somebody there in the state of regret. Now Almighty Allah say, وَأَنذِرُهُمْ يَوْمُ الْحَسْرَةِ. Why Allah go and say, وَأَنذِرُهُمْ, una warn the people about Yawmul Hasra, the day of regret. The scholars of Islam, they tell me, say, this regret, not an ordinary regret. So sometimes they put, say, the regret way unbearable. You know they able for bear. Now a regret way to say, the pain is timeless. The day of judgment, that moment where you go down know your status, that the beginning of the pain. And as life they continue in hell, for the one way they go in hell, the pain they become unbearable. But there's no way, nothing you can do. No way, no day for regret. Now a regret will be to say, you don't give all your opportunities for able for men, for able for connect, for able plead to God. Allah, na kareem, na wadud. Now God will be to say simple. You commit, He say, una turn to me, una ask and He forgive. But sometimes, they don't tell we, for say, Muli ya ibadi. Allah, they tell me in Surah Al-Zumar, Alladhina asrafu ala anfusihim. You don't commit sin, tell me you don't get some, you don't gaze with yourself. You don't fed up with yourself. Allah said, La taqnatu min rahmatillah. Don't lose hope for Allah, mercy. We know the message here, we don't say God is forgiven. But sometimes, especially with the young one, when they sit down with the delay, I want regret, but I want wait first. But we forget say life, وَمَا تَدْرِي النَّفْسِ مَاذَا تَكْسِبُ غَدًا وَمَا تَدْرِي النَّفْسِ يَا إِلْعَبْدِ تَمُوتُ. We don't know if we go see tomorrow. I be the talker this morning in our masjid, where we remind people. Say, Lord, most of we young man them die, don't meet up unexpectedly, not prepare. You don't prepare, you they commit different sins that the way to already go hard. Some even they get opportunity for go hard. No, I'm not ready yet for go why? If they in love of a sinful life, that for they repent to Allah. So sometimes when they pray, sometimes they Allah they kill me. We they die like them, but Allah take you sense, you grace. Prophet tell me sallallahu alaihi wasallam, وفي الكلام عن ثلاثة. Three people and they depend on only them. One of them, as somebody will grace. If you do well, and continue for right for you back. What if before you grace, you know you don't prepare for your next one? They will not see plenty young man. Man then the grace where they're young, then they will say they die. Allah they go judge you life from way mature, take grace. And most of we the young people, we know say that one day, is not sufficient for go between our children. Or at real standard, on real standard, they will not say not sufficient. So sometimes then that's so life they go, somebody they plan no more, they wait for us, they delay. And reach to that point where you're not able at all for take advantage, like waiting for around you. Say the day don't come, finally you're not able for make town by, you're not able to repent. Yawmul Hasra, now a day when we to say you don't get opportunities upon opportunities. Opportunities upon opportunities. We're not able to take advantage of the opportunities here. So Almighty Allah come and say finally the moment is not done. So when the mortal man then they go next one, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam explained the hadith in reference to this ayah. He said, وَأَنذِرُهُمْ يَوْمُ الْحَسْرَةِ. Una warn the people, Allah said, una warn the people about the day of vain regret, painful regret, unbearable regret, timeless regret. How these regrets they happen? Allah said, إِذْ قُضِيَ الْأَمْرُ. When they don't decide the affairs. Una go for go heaven, they don't say, aha, una go heaven. Una go for go hell, aha, una go hell. Una the shafa'a, intercession for benefit, the one they went for beg for, them beg for. They were don't go here, they were don't go here. We get two groups. There were life na enjoyment, take go everlasting. There were the life na pain, some they get for pull them, but they don't know when. Hope no day, they are hopeless. The pain for every person na hellfire, they feel like you are the worst pain. The least punishment na hell. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam you could get forgetter. And for Ram, as far as mindset is concerned, he may get the worst pain na hellfire. When are just too cold, then they put under his foot. When they warm in brain they boil, and they feel like nobody know the hellfire when they get pain like that. If this na the thinking of Abu Talib, what's it going to be the thinking of the people that when they go in at the crowd of the hellfire? What's it going to be their own state? The pity is sad. Now when they don't decide, they don't go here. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Almighty Allah the command, he died for let them turn a ram, animal. This die they come in the form of animal. Allah they ask the people of hell. He said, "Una sabi what it is?" They say, "Oh Allah, we know what it is. This is not the die." Allah they ask the people of heaven, "Una sabi what it is?" They say, "Allah, we know what it is. This is not the die." Allah say, "From this day to day, die no day. La yamutu fiha wa la yahya." If you go hellfire, well, body no day, well, die no day. Now make the people of hellfire at some point and they tell the angel of the hellfire, the guy, the warden in the hellfire, the angel, where they, now the chief security in the hellfire, tell Allah, let destroy me. Imagine it, for them to mandate to a pain, to the point where they say, we ready now, let them destroy me. Somebody then sentence you upon them, you say, me, let them hang me. Before I feel this pain, I don't ready now. Let them kill me, let them finish me. Anyhow, then they put me on that motorcar, bang me. I just want to finish. I don't want to face this pain anymore. Anytime when mortal man they call for indestruction at the expense of living, the pain is unbearable. So this kind of pain and regret, that people they get for NEPA. But Allah explain, what is the cause, what is the reason we make the NEPA this? If when Allah don't decide affairs, why they into this state? Or who feel hopefully? They be there at this world heedless. Last week I discussed about heedlessness. People they did at this world and they did like animals. I discussed them last week in details. I'm not able to go through it. Allah tell me in the Qur'an in Surah Al-Furqan. He said, "Aghayta man ittakaza ilahahu hawa." When I don't see the people where they take them desires, people are there where they grab their money, they are animals, not the same. Why Allah always they compare some people like animals? That's just good. Now 1 point. Last week I discussed 3 points. 1 point. Animals, when they grab their money, they don't get nothing serious except for it no more. For it. For lemons and man living at this world, you grab their money, you don't pray Fajr, you don't pray Dhuhr, you don't pray Asr, you don't pray Maghrib, Isha. What do you feel say they at this world for? What do they go work for? Not for big God? Not for you rich no more, you belay no more, or for do no business no more. Any mortal man when they live for satisfying desire, you are an animal at the same. Now that they animal they whole book, they say they go crack mats. They know they pardon, they say they go there. I mean, they know they pardon. Animal, all waiting them they bought. If you meet goats them, now waiting them they eat no more. And then play. So for them mortal man leave this world, you forget what your objective. You forget what you go. Then you and the animals in this side are similar. I'm not going to go into the other analysis, but when anytime where Allah they say, certain people they feel like animal, Allah they say no, balhum adallu sabil. No. Now insults to animals. Then why I want to talk about the worst past the animals. Why Allah say the worst? Animals they don't get intellect. Now they behave so. When we get intellect, we waste that. Then we still choose for the heedless. So this heedlessness. Then say make tawbah at the wait force. Repent at the wait. Left this sin, no. Then tell you say I do lecture, yeah? Lecture. All man get sin where they do. So by way ready for commit sin, a Qur'an they use for quotes. Inna Allah ghafurur rahim. That talk they was past the sin. When you use Allah in mercy for justify you commit one sin, it means not challenge you, they challenge Allah authority. If you like when they meet somebody, say, I the mass you are telling us, wallahi, I like na small mass no more massa. They take a very serious. Why? The intent behind the mass way massa. Now he they judge you by not to the mass now. If you feel I don't feel that. He say you talk I do now they retaliate by you everyone. Allah wants one commit sin, not for thing, but not injustice. But say, hey, Allah they punish you. Not to the I want to commit this, Allah Nagafu Rahim. What do you mean? What do you mean? When you don't commit sin, then you can use Allah in mercy. When you won't commit sin, Allah will use injustice. Let you think for God injustice. What if God make a die for this sin? What if Allah choose for hold me for this crime tomorrow? Whose excuse are we able to bring? Now that's all Almighty Allah wanted the bottle man thing. So Almighty Allah tell me, wahum fi ghafla, people in the way they heedless, hum la yu'minun, I said it's all they don't believe. All waiting that they tell them, when I make tawbah, at all they're able to take advantage. Now divide, regret next one again two. Few are able to list. We get one group, where are the people of heaven, then they regret. Any person when they go to heaven, where you go, you see what God do you. You see you salah, you see you hajj, you see you fasting, you see you dhikr, you see Qur'an, you see you charity. You say, Ya Allah, this is not the reward for that small money you are pulled from salary and donate for help people with challenge. Allah said, this is not the reward. The mortal mind, they feel regret, they feel pain. Because when you watch people who give past you, when you watch people who spend past you, you see their own status. He said, if I be no, I wish I be don't give beyond what I give. So the believer therefore regret. Moments they won't spend, won't be able to do so much. Every mortal man they regret, even the person who spend all life past you. If somebody when they go heaven, they regret next one. What you feel say go be the state of the one, we know the master, we know the smell heaven. If the one when they go heaven, they regret. But and Amy, I wish I be do beyond this. Because look the small one I do. Look the place where Allah give me. Look the comfort where I get. Look to the how they finish yourself for this world. Wait for all will finish it. What will they able for left? I must stand lots. I must ache a lot. For them places the day. What will they do? How will they go to? You dey buy yourself to finish yourself for make place. When you die, you don't even know how they can turn out. If they turn on night club, if they don't care about you, wallahi we don't know. Me don't see somebody who finish himself in this world. He buy us, he build new house, he left his family there, Allah take his life. Other people they can seize advantage, pull out completely, then build their own structure. So all we get for facing God for answer. How fair now house spend. But what is sad, the one they say before they make an heaven, they say they get for regrets. Now let's focus on the main regrets them. When are the most painful one? وَأَنذِرْهُمْ يَوْمُ الْحَسْرَةِ. The regrets them when they want they worry about. When people again forget the day of judgment, when we all for avoid inshallah will be discussion in the second part of the Qutbah. قُلْ قَوْلُ هَذَا وَاسْتَغْفِرُوا إِنَّهُ هُوَ الْغَفُورُ الرَّحِيمُ. Alhamdulillah wahdahu. Salatu wa salam ala man la nabiyya ba'dahu. Among the regrets them, when they want, let we all think about. Or for facts, let we avoid them. For let we not regret the regrets in the next one. One of them, any mortal man will deal with bad friends, will get bad party them. No say you bad party then get influence in your deen, not only other aspects of your life, even in your deen. Then the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam he tell me, he say, "Ar-rajulu ala dini khalilihi, falyanzur ahadukum man yukhali." Mortal man, careful who die they make party, because you party they impact you deen, either positively or negatively. People again for regrets next soul or the type of party they will get. Me and you, if we want to go down among the one the way they regret next soul, party them. 10 people you party them, 10 random party them. Just take random. Then you ask yourself, that you party them, who say it today? You can left for them all time. The eat the way they eat, you go left for it, they eat them. The same way they turn for worship, you go left for turn that side in. If you take the party here, you need to say half or majority. Now what they ready to say, when are they in different agendas, then reconsider. People that they today wallahi they be weak indeed. Now good party now uplift them face state of iman. So Allah tell we about the person who get for regrets because of his party the day of judgment in Surah Al-Furqan, ayah 27 to 29. He said, وَيَوْمَ يَعَضُّ الظَّالِمَ عَلَى يَدَيْهِ. The day of judgment will be the moment where the person where in party do and born again for them regret to the degree that if they take a hand it is better. You know, regret is by stages. Some person they regret inside, they see them outside. Inside, when they think no more for say, if I be no, the regret not reach to the point where they see them facially or verbally in the area. Some person they regret it, they say by face for say stress, you ask her, what happened? Something look the mother you. Maybe don't go play games on side. They don't miss it, say they should not say, sometimes what happened? They don't go play marquee, maybe you don't lose. So person they regret, maybe to say they reach to a point. If they verbalize that they grumble, maybe they hear. If they grumble, either he explain sometimes, he never explain, but they grumble up and on and summer. This guy don't look okay because of regret. Regret today back when they reach to a point when the person, people and they get that they for hotel house. The person, in the day in the state, we're not to very happen at all. Somebody don't happen with somebody in the UK. A gambler. If they play gamble all the time, one time play gamble, he forget for play gamble. The normal way he play. That the way he forgets, now the normal come on. And that'll be big money. When he realize the way the gamble come up, he don't get no way except to get for killing himself. Imagine for that somebody regrets to the point where they say, me life I ready for finish up, and that regrets they serious. So the day of judgment, people and therefore regret because of them party them to the point where somebody they take in two hands there, they bet them. And this person they cry to himself, يقول يا ليتني اتخذت مع الرسول السبيلا. The person they say, woe me today. Why make men I regret on this day today? Why we take so person as a party? Why? What's not the basis of this regret? Why this person they say, Fila, لقد أضلني عن الذكر بعد إذ جاءني. This person now deviates me from guidance. Some of who they party, na party they influence with them, bug with it. I talked to somebody last week. It's more than they padawa. Woman can in life. He tell her, this baby I boku reduce, reduce. Eh? He continue to say, why the baby I say, Papa, baby I na suna ba. I mean, na suna not to comport. He pull up. He straight. He don't pull the baby. Now he throw it for go na boss. Then he compete. Oma, who said the baby I go? Avoid the masjid. By the time they remember, he told her a man. That's what some people they party. In party now they tell over either call pap. Some people they in our office. Check. That's check. Until you don't mix maybe they work in our office. When people are ready for Dubai, they tell you maybe it's you not check this woman have for maybe tamo. If maybe woman come for work or that this not check, I don't need that. Sometimes now they want then they put away inside. You back you also say you na man. Wallahi that friendship they get for regret am next one. The second regret we get for be a painful regret the day of judgment. When we know not for pray for let we deeper. Now regret because of we receive this stage position where we receive we release them. All mortal man next one of the most serious junction next one. Now the time when they scatter the books. The time when they scatter the books. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his wife asked her. He said, Ya Rasulullah, we go sabi with family the next one. If I see you, I will remember you. Prophet say yes. He said, but 3 junction day. You know they sabi nobody. You papa you mama like it now before you know it's sabia. Because of the seriousness of what they happen. He said one of the junction. Now whether they fling we books them. We all books them they scatter the up here. And the book they defend you, the book they defend the hand. So now they pull out to the horn. The book either it come at the right hand or it come at the left hand. If it come at the right hand, now bless you, the glory say every week they tell people, oh my God, if you buy like somebody who sits result, you go crash you ask result. Any person you meet up, oh my God, see me result. Hey, if you see me, ace them. You work for swallow Masia. That other person will go and do well, wallahi. You know what I said, they don't see that they sit. You know what they don't see cafe come up. So for them people and the way they receive the results them books them. Now the bad hand, now the left hand, Almighty Allah tell me what they regret in Surah Al-Haqqa. He said, وَأَمَا مَنْ أُوتِيَ كِتَابَهُ بِشِمَالِ. For the one the way they receive the book them now the left hand. يَقُولُ when they say, يَا لَيْتَنِي woe me unto thee. لَمْ أُوتَ كِتَابِيَ. I wish they don't give me this book here. Let the book there outside there. Who's kind talk daddy? Book where you work where you do, the one can be I say, let the book there outside there. No, now the book. The book they tell you. What some man they say, I wish this book it be there outside there. Need not there for let them give me the book. The person they continue for say, Walam adri ma hisabiya. I don't be no say this kind of judgment. Judgment get for detail to this point. Wakulu kadim wa saghir mustatir. The big thing that way you do, then the right hand. The balmot where you do, then they write am. The kill where you kill, then they write am. The money where you thief, then they write am. The zeros the way you add, then they write am. The person in name where you pray, then they write am. The substitute where you substitute somebody, then they write am. Wakulu kadim, washarim, mustate. What a man they open book, he say, how is sky book this? Even the thing they want to win a small thing them. Half in them. I can go say Imam, I substitute so person. Even mention them, they go and write to them. The mortal man they say, allow me no say this book now so he did. Then the person they add say, Ya laytaha kanat al-qadiya. I wish you say the tower die before not be the end. God not be need for wake me. For them mortal man they make next state here. Now statements they will painful. And we all for ensure say we turn back from them. We all for ensure say we work. For them party they not be a source of regret. We all for ensure say we work. For them books they will not receive them now left hand. Respected listeners in Islam. The last regret where they highlight we me and you for member. Any mortal man will play with prayer. We kalu pa prayer, they regret. Any mortal man will kalu pa prayer, they regret. Today, mortal man at this world, every other thing we don't get attention. يَعْلَمُونَ ظَاهِرًا مِنَ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. This world in Yadba we focus. وَهُمْ عَنِ الْآخِرَةِ هُمُ الْغَافِلُونَ. Next world we give less attention. Any mortal man will play with prayer, he regret. The one we pray, he kalu, he gets regret. What about the one we no pray? Allah tell me in the Quran, Surah Al-Ma'un. Allah tell me in the Quran about the people. For why you learn Muslim? Allah said, but look for them for some people where they pray. If the one where they pray, they say that they go punish her. What about, imagine you sit exams. They say the one where get 50, 60. Then they beat them. What about you will get 10? Are you not killing you? They take and over Ilan. You say, well, let us slaughter. Allah said, for when you rule lil musalli, but look the punishment there for some people who they pray. Why? Prayer, you need to do them like I did. You feel like walk no more. Walk, you don't say, well, I don't do the walk. No. Not any how you want. You for pray like how Allah wants for them. We got for take prayer serious. Allah said, when people in the enter hellfire, then get for ask them people there. They regret. Ma salakakum fi saqar. What happened? How many? Who's on Waka? Messenger they no come. That why they no happen. We get technology today. Lecture. Where Sheikh Farouk go to all aside. Wallahi, they listen. Like you know go there. Social media day. Now you they choose. Who's WhatsApp group they want. This is not the influence we have been talking about. Bad influence. Now on this aspect of prayer, they ask. Who's on that thing? All the things they do, they no benefit to now. All 3 reasons they give people and they give and make them the welfare. The first reason, قالوا لم نكن من المصلين. Say the three people land there, that the prayer will not be able to one. But the second reason, we will be the last point of Khutbah. One of the reasons where they give, وَلَمْ نَكُنْ نُطْعِمُ الْمِسْكِينَ. They say the people who are poor, we don't help them. Now Lord come inside this aspect of poor people helping poor people. Respected listeners in Islam, the get what we get, not to yagba, not to fineness, not to connection. Allah tell me in the Quran, He say, Inna Allah yabsutu rizqa liman yasha wa yaqdir. Allah they give who I want in the tire. Some of we today we go they give we they think small now. And then people here they not serious. People they don't talk. Now Allah hold them by the tongue. This tongue, the prophet says, tell the Sahaba them. He said, Asam, this tongue. He said, they make mortal man, they went per problem. You get, if you know able sorry for somebody, not molest them. Allah tell the prophet, وَأَمَّا السَّائِلَ فَلَا تَنْهَرْ. That person will beg, not shout for, not Allah. You will God give, test you, let you see if they think about the person where they beg you. Some person, the beg way they beg you. Now the dua way you don't do, now Allah will answer through you. If Allah wants, Allah they take from you, they give the person, they change you the position. Well, I some of which they will get, if Allah puts you in the position where some people they get, it is painful for we. Poverty, painful. Now that we Allah don't give some of we, Allah don't try some. The people and they will Allah don't try, we don't forget them. But we know today we live in a world where all things we pay back. So as a result, most of the time we forget about people that we not get. We get a foundation and we continue at that charity foundation. When they advocate, then they try so much. for help people wey get challenge. This foundation we all know sabi and they don't know that this country for years. From the small way they gather from me and you where they work, especially me and you where they work, the one way they do business. They get some people, they say, you know what?